And it's a big sheet of lavash, huge. It's like 3 feet, right?
Yeah, easily.
It's crazy, right? It's like a little blanket.
It is a little blanket. I literally want to climb into it and have someone roll me up in it. What's up, guys and gals? We are here outside of Mini Kabob in Glendale, California, where this family is making some of the most delicious grilled meats. The lula kebab is the star of the show here at Mini Kabob, and I'm gonna get a one-on-one crash course with Chef Armen himself.
So let's start off the day with
Okay.
beef shish kebab.
Beef.
Yes, the tavar. We use flat meat.
Okay.
The flat meat we get in whole.
Is this pretty traditional style cut of meat that is used?
But the thing is, a lot of people like to use filet mignon. I don't like filet mignon.
I'm right there with you, Chef.
It's
too lean.
Yeah.
Yep.
See,
Not
like,
enough depth of flavor.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so with the flat meat, and as you can tell, the ridges, and you can see it kind of penetrate through, and then
Wow.
really
breaks up
and
the
then
muscle
there's-
tissue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting off with the flat meat.
Okay.
So you want to kind of get the sharp end, and then just skewer right in the middle, kind of press, and then go all the way through.
Down the center?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you want to center, and if you kind of miss it, it's okay. You can go back and just and you're good.
Yes.
And we go 5-2 skewer at the restaurant.
5.
Yes.
So in this marinade, it looks sort of like peppery almost.
Yeah. The black pepper, I'm having a battle with my dad because he likes the fine black pepper. I despise it.
Yes.
I like it more coarse, so it's just...
Same.
All right. Quality control or
Oh my
check
gosh,
time.
nervous.
Not bad at all. So I always tend to look for a flop. It's solid because you really don't want to hanging. These are fine, these stragglers. They're there. What I like to do is kind of like chop them off at the end because they char too much.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, this is... Yeah, you could jump on tomorrow and you'll be solid.
Sick.
Yeah.
Ching, ching, ching.
There's actually one more step behind this before we finish. We got to get our beautiful pink to-go bag. That's the most LA thing you'll find.
Amazing.
So we get the bag. With this one, we put it in there, and then we have to pulverize it.
Wow.
Not too hard, not too aggressive. So before we throw it on the grill, we kind of break it down. So it tenderizes a little bit more. So I just kind of give it a love taps.
Okay.
You want to try the last one?
Yes.
Perfect. Feeling it out. Sometimes I'll let it sit for 5 minutes, and then, because we like beef at room temp.
Yes.
So we have the chicken thigh here. Absolute crowd favorite, everybody loves it. So we're gonna use a flat skewer like so it holds the chicken thigh better.
Okay.
So chicken thigh, skewer up, and keep it flat as much as possible, and then just skewer out. So when you do get it, it's okay if it's dangling like so a little bit, but as long as it's flat, it's perfect.
Is there a specific name for this type of skewer?
Shish or sikh.
Okay.
Multiple variations of ways, but shish would be the more, I guess, American way of saying it.
Okay.
Can you actually guess what's in the marinade?
Can I guess what's in the marinade?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
I always taste it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I taste it every morning.
Okay. We have garlic, potentially lemon juice,
Yeah.
yogurt, maybe some olive oil,
Potentially.
allegedly some cumin or
Maybe.
some maybe.
Depends on where you're from.
If you look with your left eye or your right eye, it
Yeah.
could be cumin
It
or
could be
not.
a variation.
It could be a variation of cumin. We have some red chili, ground chili or paprika.
Close.
Okay.
We like to keep it Middle Eastern. I'll give you that one. It's Aleppo pepper.
Okay, we have Aleppo pepper.
Yeah.
We have black pepper.
On point. So far, you're clutch. Nobody's come this far, chef.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I love that for me. Okay, I'm gonna leave the rest of the proprietary secrets to Mini Kabob.
And the last thing before I like to drop the piece of protein on the grill is what I like is a little separation.
Okay.
And ultimately what the separation does is it distributes the heat evenly to cook everything at the normal temp.
Yes.
So when they're collected like this, you'll have raw chicken in between.
Makes sense.
And a lot of people like to clump it up, and I don't understand the reasoning behind it, but that's just my perspective.
And do we think that the metal is heating up and cooking from the inside as well? Is that really kind of a...
Exactly.
Cool.
And so it's got like a slight sears, but it also keeps the moisture.
Chef,
Yes.
I've been hearing about the crown jewel of this place, our beloved Mini Kabob, the lula.
Yeah, perfect.
Lula.
All right, nice, chef.
Yes.
This is where we get technical.
Okay, technical. I love it.
You want to start easy or hard?
I want to start hard.
Okay, we're gonna start with chicken.
Okay.
So this is the thicker shish that we like to use for the lula specific in the steak. Ultimately, it will hold the lula better. So I'm gonna actually show you. We'll do half a skewer because it's easier to skewer.
Okay.
So this is the way I like to approach it. This is the way my dad taught me.
Excellent.
So we get the chicken, right? Make sure it's dry hand. Initially, we just put it on, right?
Okay.
So you kind of like.
So what are you feeling for?
So right now you just want to have it hold, right?
Okay.
So now it's holding. Wet your hand. It could be cold water, it could be damp, whatever it is. So, and now we start forming, kind of like slide. This is a little too chunky, so I'm gonna get rid of it a little bit. What I'm doing right now is basically like forming like this long rectangle.
Yes.
And to ultimately form the shape that I want it to be.
Yes.
It's still a little too chunky, but what I'm gonna do now is kind of cut that one off as well. And what you do as well when you cut is kind of like you tighten it up here so it doesn't fall off. So kind of bring it down like so. And then I can start forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we could do that, cut it off. It's not ready yet. Still not ready.
So right now we're forming. Are we pulling air out as you're doing this? Not too much pressure?
Yeah, not too much pressure.
Okay. As you're dipping your hand into the water, what is that allowing you to do in this process?
So it allows me to just shape it the way I want it to. You can try to do it dry, but when it's dry, it's just your hands are gonna stick. You're not gonna be able to get the form you want.
Yes.
And then it's just not gonna make sense.
Gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you can just finish off and tuck it in.
Okay.
Okay, so now you got the shape on. So ultimately, people have the problem initially. They're like, oh, why doesn't it hold? So there's always ratios, right?
Yes.
You know, fat content ratio to protein.
Of course.
And then there's salt levels.
Of course.
If your salt's also not enough, it tends to fall off.
Yes.
So there needs to be a good balance among everything. So now you have the form down.
Yes.
Which is perfect. Dry hand. Beautiful, chef.
Thank you,
so,
chef.
hypothetically, if we want to do a butcher job, no offense to the skewer, but this would literally, sorry, I'm gonna take that out of your hands. This would be the butcher job because, you know, there's no equal distribution of, you know, proteins, and one's bigger than the other, and it's just not gonna cook the same. So we're at that level where, okay, let's do the square guy.
Square guy.
Square guy.
Okay.
So we start squaring them up. So it's almost like flat in the bottom, flat up top, and then just sides, just gentle. It's okay.
Okay.
Trust me, you're doing way better than I was the first time I did it.
Okay.
I couldn't even put the mold on initially.
Okay, chef.
So, beautiful. Okay, great start. Great.
Okay.
Okay, so what I would do is cut like that much off.
Okay. Here.
Cut it.
Bye-bye.
There it is. Beautiful. See, now it looks like they're cousins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just press here.
Yeah, slight press. Slight press, yeah.
Slight press. Here we go.
Boom.
1,
2,
2,
3,
3.
4, 6, and 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Lord.
we'll figure it out. So kind of just reshape it.
Okay.
It's you know what it is? It's the forming of the hand, it's pressing it, because it's such a weird thing.
Totally. I need to do like at least 10,000 of these
In time.
in time.
The fact that you have it on is better than most of everybody that I've worked with. So now we start ridging the baby up. So now it looks more presentable,
more uniform,
correct?
totally.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel good about that.
There you go. Chicken done. Time for the easier one.
Okay, great.
All right.
Beef.
Beef lula.
Lula.
Let me go get my dad.
Oh no. Okay.
The true
Dad's
master of
coming
this.
in.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as
My
well.
bad.
King of kebab for week?
My dad calls himself the king of kebab.
No. Some people they say, not my customers.
And I'm gonna let my dad's true hand form come out of this, and I'm gonna have him actually teach you.
Excellent.
And you like some people they do like this.
Yes.
I do like this.
Okay.
I make it longer. No, anyway, you must be like watering like this, not too much.
Not too much.
You cutting after you starting. Like this all the way. No, you learn it much better. And that's it. You're gonna do it?
I'm
come
gonna
in.
try. And
Come
you're
in.
gonna tell me if I do it right.
Yeah. Don't worry, do it. Go ahead. All the way. Like that. Turn it the other way. Your fingerprint, you know? You must be,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, no, that's too much.
Okay.
Little bit, it's okay.
Okay. So
You're nice. That's it.
that's it.
For first time, it's very nice.
Excellent. Thank you, chef. How is it like working as a chef, your own person, but then working with family? It kind of seems like it would be really fun, but
For me, it's right now. It's spending the time, the quality time with my parents.
invaluable.
Exactly.
However,
working with my dad.
Yeah.
This is where it comes. My mom is a sweetheart. You know,
Yeah.
me and my dad are just at each other's throats.
Yes.
My dad's got a delicate touch. Not a lot of people could do what he's doing, and I think he's on another level when it comes to his proteins. And like he's taught me everything from skewering, and to boil it down, like look how great of a job you've done.
that's coming from your dad, him to you to me.
Yeah, there's no
that's
difference
legacy.
now. let's get this baby going.
Okay, chef.
Okay, you
Fun
hungry?
part. I'm very hungry. It's kind of my gift and also curse. That is that I'm always starving.
Nyesha, while you're roasting off the veg,
Yes.
I'm gonna drop some falafels.
Okay, cool.
So everything is about timing. Like with the falafels, it's okay if it like sits for a second. And when you got fries going, falafels going, protein going, veg going, rice going,
It's such a dance.
it's a big dance.
Ballet.
A little spot, big dance at Mini Kabob. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You wanna drop the meat, chef?
I would love to.
Let's go chicken first. So we go to the sides first, obviously.
Sides first.
Yeah. The temperature is obviously dramatically lower than it is gonna be in the middle. And then we can start dropping like the steak. But with the steak, I'll drop that in the middle immediately. The middle is the hottest point. The left-hand side is second hottest. The third hottest would be the right-hand side.
So I see there's a technique that we're using as we're dropping these different cuts and styles of protein. Is there a methodology behind controlling the heats, where we are placing the product?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
With the chicken, you've got the dairy-based marinade, the
Yes.
yogurt marinade.
Yes.
It'll get its color the way it needs to.
Okay.
With steak, I like to hit it fast and hit it quick
Yes.
and get it to its temp. So now we're already kind of like getting closer, right? You can already see the color changing.
Yeah.
So just take a look real quick. Like, hey buddy, how you doing? Okay, cool. Go back. While that's happening, let's drop the lulas.
Okay.
Beautiful. These are ceramic tiles.
Okay.
So ultimately what they do and the purpose of why we have it there is
Yes.
to suppress any flare-ups.
Sure. This seems like a very sustainable way
Yes.
to not burn through a lot of
Charcoal.
fuel,
Yeah.
right? Or charcoal. I mean, is that play really into the reasoning behind the ceramic tiles?
If I could, I'd do it.
Yeah.
I would do it because it's just more flavor. Not too many restaurants in Glendale are permitted to cook on charcoal. Our hood isn't permitted, type 2. I'd have to completely rearrange everything in the restaurant as well just because we are grandfathered in.
So not having the type 2 hood
Correct.
is the reason why you're using ceramic tile.
Ultimately.
But
Well,
if you had your option,
yeah.
you'd cook over charcoal.
All day.
All day.
This is a one of one, and nobody gets this anymore.
One of one.
Get the lavash out.
Okay.
And it's a big sheet of lavash. Huge. It's like 3 feet, right?
Yeah, easily.
It's crazy, right? It's like a little blanket.
It is a little blanket. I literally want to climb into it and
You
have
can
someone
wrap a
roll
baby
me up
in it and take photos of him in there.
That is the most cutest idea ever.
Exactly. And I like to usually just drape the base of the, depends on how big it is. We typically cut it, but you can literally just drape it like so. But everything is gonna ultimately lay on this.
Wow.
And the best part about this is that it catches the drippings of the proteins, the potatoes, everything. Just sits on
That's
it.
the money bite right there.
Money, money, money. And we're gonna build it at this point. Hot,
Okay.
hot, hot. Beautiful. Woo. Hell yeah. Okay, so now we'll drop this to the second level. So don't worry about it like charring off, and I'll explain why in a second.
Okay, cool.
So what I do is like when I find stragglers, I'll chop it off. It's like a bonsai tree,
Wow.
but we call this a kebab bonsai.
Lula, your time to shine, baby.
Yeah, so it's like you want to not overcook the
That
lulas
makes
as well.
sense. The emulsified fat might separate too much,
Yeah.
too quickly.
And it'll just break apart. I lose them sometimes. Drop it there, drop one here, and drop one here. Now they're hanging out. They're all getting colored. This one's gonna go fastest, but
Yes.
we want to keep an eye on these guys because of the way it's formed, right?
Wow.
So it's gonna happen quick.
Very quick.
The little one's yours.
That's the mini one.
That we call that mini Nyesha lula. The colors, this is decent already. Let's take a look at the color now. Good.
Off she goes.
We always do that just so the crust
Loosen
doesn't
it up?
form. Yeah. And if there's a crust formed, it'll be more difficult.
Right.
Nice.
Wow, my first lula.
Natural, dude, natural.
Yes.
And now it's just like how we coordinate this platter.
Voila. C'est bon.
You're
All
the-
right.
You're the kebab queen.
My first lula. Made all these kebabs,
Let's break some bread.
literally and figuratively. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I like to eat everything with bread. Like, that's how it should be, to be honest.
absolutely.
Where to start? Damn, so many. I'd like to crush it like this. Throw some onions, parsley, suma. Honestly, we're eating like chefs. But what I like to do is I'll crush one like this, hold the pepper in the other
Oh,
hand,
yeah.
right? Spicy, just a heads
Oh,
up.
yeah.
No utensils, no napkins, this is it, so
Salud.
salud.
So simple, a roasted tomato with such depth of flavor. It's charred, it's sweet, smoky. It like makes its own sauce inside.
Yeah.
You know what I have to say is this is the most amazing way to consume meat in my opinion because you're actually grinding all of the protein. So the seasoning's not only on the outside, it's all throughout the entire protein itself. Like in Ratatouille when he eats it and it's just like colors and like little whips of things. Like that's how my brain feels right now. Just pure joy and excitement. Chef, I mean, I've learned so much today, and I think that really it's about learning with your dad and being able to see how you're interpreting Armenian cuisine.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be doing this with my parents, especially as we try to mark down our business as some form of, try to create a legacy behind our name and pay homage to not just our Armenian culture, but the whole Middle Eastern culture as well, because ultimately what we want to do is highlight good food, whether it be Armenian, Middle Eastern, just general good food.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you to you and your family. I'm taking this with me to go.
Yeah, let me set you up in a platter.